Hey guys, it's me again. I'm here to show you how we're going to do our works cited page for our research paper. So let me show you my screen. So we returned here back to our document that I started, our MLA document, right? So what we need to do is we're just going to create a section at the bottom of our paper. And so to do that, just start at the end of your research, wherever it's at. Some people don't like to do their works cited page until the very end. Some people like to do it as they go. We're going to do it kind of as we go because I only have 2 sentences written. So I'm going to hit enter. In this situation, we need to create a title. And thankfully, since we chose the Google template for MLA paper, we can go up here where it says normal text, click that, and click title. Now we can create a title. So I'm going to say works cited. I'm going to hit enter, and it goes right back to normal text, so that works out for us. So we're going to be using a website called easybib.com. Some of you are familiar with Citation Machine, and you're welcome to use Citation Machine as well. I don't mind. Since we have our collected research here, and I learned the information that Athena was the goddess of wisdom and war strategy from this very first website. So we need to make sure that we have a citation for it. So I'm going to copy this link. I'm going to go to easybib.com. And I'm going to click on Create Citations. It costs a lot of money for server fees to keep websites up and working, so they're going to ask that you watch a video for them, and it's the only video they'll make you watch in 48 hours. And I think that's a fair price to exchange for their free services. So it's going to ask you to create a new citation for a website, book, or journal. You can always click more. Okay, thank you. You can always click more in case you're using a different kind, which you are required to use a film or online video. So you might want to come back here and use that for this. We're using a website, and I'm sure most of us will be using websites. It's going to ask for the URL, so I copied and pasted the URL, and I'm going to search it. Here's the citation. I'm going to click Cite. This is what they have. They have the article title, the URL, the website title, date assessed by me, and the date published by the actual article, which is only published a few days ago. So that does raise a red flag on how accurate it is. But for now, I'm going to just accept it. And I'm going to click Continue. Here you can edit any kind of information. Sometimes EasyBib does the best it can, but sometimes it's inaccurate. So we want to double check and make sure everything's correct. So I'm going to post my link in here, and I'm going to check between the two. So it was written by a man named Mark Cartwright. Yes, I'll allow it. Refresh. It was written by a man named Mark Cartwright. And that is the correct title that we have in here, so that's great. Website title, Ancient History Encyclopedia. Ancient History Encyclopedia, that is correct. Publisher sponsor, probably the same. Oftentimes your website title and your publisher are the same, but not always. Here's the URL, the date that it was published. I want to make sure that's correct. That's not correct. Look, he published it on May 24th, 2012, so we have an error. We definitely want to change that. I say May 24th. Yep. May 2012. That makes me feel much more comfortable about my research. Usually things that are recently posted, especially within like the last 3 days, can be questionable if it's accurate or not. But the fact that this has been up for quite a while makes me feel a lot more comfortable with it being accurate. So that looks like everything. Can I not scroll? Why can't I scroll? Okay, that was a little weird. I had to make it smaller so I can see the button down here. I don't need annotations, but now I'm going to say complete citation. So here's my citation right here. I'm going to click copy citation. I don't need that, thank you though. And I'm going to go, no thank you. I'm going to go back to my report. Under here, I'm going to paste the citation. It looks like it posted it in Times New Roman, size 12, and I do not see a highlight on it. And that's really important. Sometimes a highlight gets attached to these, so I'll make sure that there's no highlight on it. So great, we have our first citation. We're going to do it again. I have my other citation from this website, and I always suggest opening up the website alongside your citation. We're going to create a new citation. Website. Paste that website in there, and we're going to search. Cite. This is all the information they have. They're missing some information. Let's see if it has a specific author. I do not see a specific author. Generally, it would be at the top. Sometimes it's all the way at the bottom. But I don't see that either. So it looks like there's no particular author, which happens from time to time. Let's see. Website and title was Encyclopedia Britannica, correct. Encyclopedia Britannica Inc. Yep, and that's the link. The day it was electronically published. Let's see if it's on here. See, written by the editors of Encyclopedia Britannica. So we could change that if we want to on the title. You can say editor and then you can say Britannica, but for the most part we should be fine. It doesn't seem to show a day in which it was published. Once again, it might be all the way down at the bottom. Nope, that's a photo. Yeah, it doesn't say the day that it was published, which that is okay. So you're just going to fill out the most information to the best of your knowledge. And since we don't have the rest of this, that is fine. And so we're going to click Complete Citation. And turn ad blocker off. Yes, I'll do that. Always. Okay. So it should give me both my citations that I have created, and I'm going to copy citation. Now, something that's really important about when we paste our citation in here, I try to do it as I go, you can do it later. Your citations need to be in alphabetical order. So if we look at our citation here, it starts with an A. It always goes off of the first letter of the citation. It doesn't matter if it starts with the author or if it starts with the title. You always go off of the very first letter of the citation. So we have an A here. So hopefully we know our alphabet, and we know that the letter A comes before the letter C. So we're going to paste our citation in there, and it's ready to go. So this is our work that we have. This is our work cited. Eventually, you will have 2 to 4 pages of research. What I like is I like my works cited page by itself. So let's say we did 2 to 4 pages of research, and we wrote our paper, and we're still at the top of our paper. My suggestion to you is hit enter enough times that it goes to its own paper. The works cited should be all by itself on a sheet. Okay? So that's how we do the works cited page. Make sure you save every citation from every website that you get research from. You need to cite it to make sure that we are not plagiarizing. Next step will be creating in-text citations, and I'll talk about that in the next video. Thanks.